What up, YouTube? It's your boy 3E giving you another YouTube video. This one is going to be entitled Black People War / Archives created for us because KKK can't publicly run around enslaving us like they did back in slavery. Yo, I'm kind of ticked off. This is like my sixth time recording this particular video. I don't know what it is about it that always seems to screw up. Like maybe one moment you can't hear me perfectly. The other video after that digitally started screwing up towards the end. The other video after that was too long for YouTube, believe it or not. I don't know what's up with that, but anyways, man, it's my latest video. Like, some of the shit that I seen growing up, that I'm still seeing today, is just kind of bullshit, on the part of the police department and sheriff departments. I believe they can be handled differently. I understand black people can be a bit violent, aggressive, and dangerous at times, but shit, yo, it's sometimes when they're dealing with the urban community, the black community,
completely toxic and
the way cops and sheriffs go about it, as opposed to when they're dealing with a white guy or a Spanish guy or a Filipino guy or a Japanese guy. When it comes to the black guy, there's just a little bit more force. There's just a little bit more, I guess, authority or whatever. From the time they show up and hop out of the police cruiser, they already know in their head somebody's gonna get their ass kicked and somebody's gonna get hauled off to jail or whatever. I don't know, man. There's certain shit I believe could be handled differently, they handle it differently because we're the urban community, we're the black population, and everyone else, the black people, the white people. No, I mean the white people, the Japanese people, the Filipino people, the Latino people, they're a little bit more manageable. They're a little bit more easier to handle, so the cops give them a little bit more leeway, I guess, if you will. I don't know, there is, I don't know if anybody remembers the Chicago riot. There's a guy by the name of Rodney King, the guy who got his ass beat by all those cops in Chicago, and it was the starting point of the Chicago riot. I don't know, man. It's 2012, and I still believe that whole situation could have been handled differently, yo. Seriously, yo. It could have been handled differently. As simple as that. You didn't need to beat the guy's ass, whatever. There was no need for the whole riot in Chicago, but because of you beating the guy's ass and hauling him off to jail, now I get it. Maybe he did something wrong, whatever, or maybe he broke the law, but still, though, beating the guy's ass like that. On top of that, there was 6 or 10 or 12 views on that one guy. It's not like he was Black Hulk or anything, but damn, yo. Another situation, I don't know if you guys remember, there was celebration in Miami. I think it was Labor Day 2010 or Memorial Day 2010, or maybe it was 2011. There was a young Haitian man by the name of Raymond Harris, or Harrison, a Harrison. Basically, the story goes like this. He was driving all recklessly and driving through the crowds of people or whatever, hit 1 or 2 police officers, and he was firing gunshots in the air, telling people to, I guess, get out the way or make room so he can make his getaway or whatever. And then before you know it, Miami Police Department opened fires on the young man and just killed him, cold blood, right then and there. There were passengers on the side, but it's there was no regard for the passengers or whatever. They were just shot in cold blood right then and there, bullets left, right, clips. That's all you heard. Now, if you go online and you do your own little research, heck, if you can go to Miami and ask a couple of people, they're yeah, I remember that day. That kid was not driving recklessly. He did not hit no police officers, and he damn sure wasn't firing any gunshots in the air, trying to scare people to get out the way. That's just something the Miami Police Department made up because they fucked up. And also, the story goes they didn't find a gun in the kid's car until 2 days later after having the vehicle, because the gun was hidden in some special compartment or some crap like that. I don't know. I think that's kind of shady. I think there's maybe they fucked up on their part. They basically given us the cleanup crew, the cover story because they fucked up. But anyways, you go do your research on him. His name is Raymond Harris / Harrison / Heresy, and it happened during Memorial Day 2010 in Miami, or Labor Day 2010 in Miami. And I'll just leave that and let you do your own research. Another story, or another moment to say, I guess, there is it was a man, a black man, not to say the story can be about white man, but this one particularly about a black man. He broke into his own place because he didn't have the key. And then I guess the neighbors saw, right, and then they called the cops. The cops came to the front of him, and he was like, yes, I live here. This is my ID. This is my registration. everything checks out. This is all my stuff. This is my place. But they ended up still arresting him and taking him off to jail. I don't remember his name or the full story, but all I do remember, he was like a black high school teacher or a black college professor or something like that. I don't know, man. Maybe just like some secret vendetta to get him, and this is the perfect opportunity. This was about his best opportunity that they had to get him. I don't know. Story goes, he broke into his own place because I guess he locked himself out, left the key in, so he snuck through the window or whatever to open the door and get the key. Neighbor across the street or something must have saw, called the cops. Cops came confronting him. And he's like, what are you doing while you're breaking into the place? He said, I locked myself out or whatever. He showed him ID, showed him registration, everything cleared out. It was his place, everything, whatever. But he still gets arrested and taken off the jail. I don't know, man. You take that how you want to, man. You go do your research on that. I don't know his name, but yeah, that's how the story goes. Another story or moment, when I was 16, I was at a McDonald's, right? There was this white dude. Once again, sorry white people, but this is what happened. Real story. There was this white dude starting a commotion in the line or whatever. I think he didn't get his extra fries or like pickles or something like that. He was like, blah, 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 starting with the cashier girl. I didn't get my extra pickles. I didn't get my extra pickles, blah, blah, blah. Then they going back and forth with it. Girl calls her manager. She comes, tries to calm down, says, hey, what's the problem? What's the problem? I didn't get my goddamn pickles or whatever. I didn't get my goddamn extra shake or shit or whatever. These guys, they going back and forth, right? They going back and forth at it. They're going back and forth at it. So she finally was like, fuck it. Gets the phone or whatever. He's looking at her like, oh, you're going to call the cops. You're going to call the cops. There's no need to call the fucking cops. There's no need to call the fucking cops. All the while, there's a cop sitting right there in the McDonald's eating his, like, food or whatever, and he gets up, throws his food away. He walks to the front. The guy turns around. He's all shocked or whatever. He's like, yeah, I'm with you. There's no need to call the cops. I'm already here. Then, believe it or not, the guy starts to go at it with the cop or whatever. He's like, I didn't get my goddamn fry or whatever, or my extra pickles, and he's like, yeah, I'm a goddamn paying customer. I demand my shit or whatever. I mean, to an extent, he was right or whatever, because McDonald's people do fuck up or whatever. They miss certain stuff sometimes. You know, nobody's perfect. But still, he didn't have to go about the situation like that, like a fucking ass or whatever. And then, you know, they're going back and forth, and then towards the end, the cop is like, look, get the fuck out of here. You're starting to piss me the fuck off. I don't want to arrest you, but yeah, I swear if you keep continuing on or whatever, you're going to fucking go to jail or whatever. And the guy grabs his food, drinks or whatever, and walks out and mad, angry customer or whatever. And then all the people in the McDonald's, whatever, turn around and look at the cop and give him a standing ovation, applause, or whatever. And the cop, being who he is, he's sitting there soaking it all in, and you can't really blame him, whatever. These people work hard, whatever, to protect and serve. But in my head, I'm like, man, this is some motherfucking bullshit, bro. If that was my black ass, he would have called for backup and tried to find some kind of reason to haul my ass off the jail or whatever, motherfucker. Now I'm trying to be rude or racist, but, like, real talk. That's how I felt. That's how I still kind of feel about the situation. Another situation is, or a moment is, I saw, like, when I was younger, this, like, white dude. Once again, I'm sorry, white people, but this is what happened. This white dude that lived close by my friend's house, like, every night he would always bring home prostitutes or whatever. And then I guess one lady down the street, another white person, saw where she called her cop friend or whatever and said, hey, this guy's always bringing prostitutes, like, kick him out in the neighborhood or whatever. So the cop devised the plan or whatever, right? He sent a prostitute his way or whatever, and then, you know, blah, 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 you know, and we ain't gonna get into all that. And then the next day, the cop shows up out of the store. He's like, hey, I know you messed with prostitutes. I saw you yesterday. In fact, that lady sitting in my car, that's the one that you were with last night. So don't try to lie, whatever. Look, I'm giving you 1 week. Grab all your shit. Move out. I don't want to arrest you. Just grab your shit and move out, and I don't want to see you again. And then, in case in point, when a week goes by, he grabs all his stuff, whatever. He moves out, and then that's that. Sheriff take over his house or whatever. And then, in my head, I'm thinking, like, yo, if that was my ass, yo, you would have showed up with, like, backup team and all kind of shit, whatever, hauling my ass off the jail, whatever. I would have been on the news, whatever. Young man messing with prostitutes or whatever, you know, my life would have been ruined, but you give him your white peer or your white brother and the opportunity or more leeway, if you will, to, like, just, like, grab your shit and take off and go, whatever. I don't want to arrest you. But I don't know, man, like the title says, black people were cops created because KKK kind of publicly running around enslaving us like they did back in slave days. Like, once again, when it comes to handling the urban community / black community, whatever, like, they're just more assertive, they're more assholes, like, they're more ready, willing, and able to pounce. But when it comes to handling a situation that has to do with a white person or a Filipino or Japanese or Mexican or whatever, like, I don't know, the situation is a little bit more manageable. Like, I don't know, like, they can control it, and therefore they give a little bit more leeway to them. I don't know, man. You tell me what you think. Post your comments, whatever. Watch my other videos and all that. Thanks for watching. Thanks.